just on the side of the road as we're going out mine exploring. But now we're gonna head down and scope out an abandoned mine real quick, see if it's accessible. If not, continue on the road and keep finding stuff for today's expedition. Down the hill from the ore bin, we found an abandoned mine down over there and the remains of a building. So we'll check this out real quick, and that's gonna be it for this canyon. We're gonna have to go into a different canyon to find more stuff. We're not getting inside. That's been shut for a long time. I'm assuming all of this above has just eroded into it and this tree stump's fallen down, and you'd have to remove all of that to even have accessibility. Humongous old building. I'm not sure what it would have been. I'm assuming some sort of bunkhouse situation because there's a couple other mines up ahead of us, although they've all just been gone because there's now an active open pit, and this is where they would have lived. We're all done with this site. Now we're gonna head out to find somewhere else. We're in Montana today. This week we've just been checking out the entire Montana area. It is very beautiful. It's an absolutely great place for mine exploring. So let's head out and find somewhere else to explore. We've gone up a neighboring canyon, parked down the hill, and we got an abandoned mine. Let's check it out real quick. After this, we got a couple other locations we want to see further up this canyon. Old truck bed. What is that, Chevy 1500 or Silverado? Whatever you like to call them. Then here's the workshop. That's neat. Used oil tank. Humongous ventilation pipes. We'll go over there in a second. And the workshop. And here it is. Huge tires left behind. And as we continue, I'm hoping there's an open abandoned mine. I've been in the mood for some mine exploring recently, and it's been difficult to find any. Pickup truck bed. It's a Sierra. It's a early 2000s. Then got a Ram tailgate in the back. They used it as a trash can. No way in.
Didn't do anything. Looks like it just stopped.
Yeah, that's collapsed in. There's no way. We're gonna head further up the mountain right now, and one thing I noticed was this power line. They had electricity at this whole operation, which is interesting. And Steven said he noticed an ore bin up the mountain. So we're gonna go have a look at that, see the whole operation up ahead. This next one we're looking at was in non-similarity to this one. They were not in relation in any way. The second ore bin of the video, and this one is quite unusual because the gate is still on the ore chutes. In fact, I kind of see something out of the corner of my eye over in those mountains. Appears to be an abandoned structure. It's a decent sized ore bin. And something I'm noticing about these ore bins in Montana is that they're a bit different from Nevada per se and Idaho. And that is that they have these logs. They build everything and with these big timbered logs. It's pretty unusual. I'm not used to seeing that. Got a ladder. The massive ore bin. That's incredibly neat to see, and I've only seen a few ore bins where it looks like a museum piece, you know, something that could be used tomorrow. And this is one of them. They haven't taken any of this out, which, by the way, the reason why they take the gates out, that's a gate right there, that's what they call them, is because they're worth so much in scrap metal that, you know, people are just going to want to sell them. So if you get looted, and when the mines shut down, they take everything of value. But they left these ones intact. We're above the ore bin right now, and there's a couple remains that we will have a look at. Some sort of workshop situation. Almost looks like a assay office. A very small one. Old structure. And I'm trying to... Oh, that's interesting. Going through the trees. And that's the top of the ore bin. All done with the ore bin. Now we have some cabins. Let's continue up the road. A cabin on the side of the road. One room miner's cabin. I don't think there's anything particularly unique or interesting about it. We had a closet.
And then they made extra storage up here on top.
Oh yeah.
So,
Attic access. Stored stuff up top here. Very small closet. And then a collapsed table. It is raining very heavy right now, but we have one thing left for today's episode. There's a dump truck. Let's jump out. Hopefully the camera doesn't get wrecked. Cement mixer is what it looks like. Another one. Piece of equipment. This is just a bunch of old mining equipment, but then there's this dump truck. Oh, other stuff too. A hopper. That's cool. That's it. And here's the dump truck. Nice. And that's a wrap.
any ore in there?
That's a wrap for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next episode. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. The rain is way too bad.